Hello everybody and welcome back to another Kerbal Space Program video. Here we are in our Eeloo Apollo ship, orbiting in a very highly elliptical orbit around the sun on an encounter with Eeloo in about a year and 212 days, about 2 years. Everything else currently looks good, so yeah, we are ready to do this big old warp to Eeloo. Last time we successfully got our Kerbals to the Mun, and after we finish our Eeloo mission, we will send up another escape pod and probably 2 more Kerbals. Probably like 2 pilots would make the most sense. That way we have 2 pilots that can, you know, 1 pilot can fly the space station and then 1 can man the Mun base. Because, yeah, we need more pilots down that way. You know, that way towards the Mun. But anyway, let's go ahead and warp right to our Eeloo encounter, which is going to be a big old warp. And it's going to take a bit of time. So we are time warping. Again, this is at max speed. Time warp usually just takes a very bit of time. But as you can see, the sun is getting smaller and smaller. It is shrinking quite rapidly, actually. And we should be able to see Eeloo in a bit now. I'm hoping. Okay, we have a year left. I mean, yes, we are going to do a maneuver, actually, before we encounter Eeloo, because, well, we're going to have to do that maneuver so that we can be on an equatorial orbit. We don't want to have a highly eccentric orbit. Or an inclined, I should say. Yeah, wouldn't want to have an inclined orbit. That's the proper terminology for it. Look how small the sun is now. It is really tiny. And we can't quite see Eeloo yet. We're still quite a ways away. So actually what we want to do now is probably add a maneuver right around here. And then focus view on Eeloo. So that way we can adjust our orbit. As you can see, we're going to be passing by Eeloo quite high up. So we're going to want to drop that down by quite a bit. So we can get a nice equatorial pass like that, but that would be a collision, so we don't want that. We want a bit of a there we go, so about there. 55 kilometer periamp, so we can go a bit lower. Eeloo does not have an atmosphere. It is pretty much like the Mun or anything else without an atmosphere, so we can go pretty low. Okay, that looks good. And then I just want to make sure that we are going to be orbiting with its spin. So if we see that this goes this way, yep, so we're going to encounter it here, and we're going to leave it over there, so we're going to be passing by this way. So we want the planet to spin in this direction. If it starts spinning this direction, we know we want the other side of the orbit. But if it starts spinning this direction, we are good. So let's just warp. And as you can see, it's spinning the opposite direction, so we are going to want to reverse that. Height, 12 is good. Okay, 12 is good. Okay, so that'll be 1.8 meters a second. We could easily do that burn with RCS, so that is not a big issue at all. That is not a big burn at all, so that's quite good. It's quite good. Okay, so let's go ahead and warp to that. Okay, burning. Oh, wait, what? That was all our monopropellant. Really? That ain't good. I thought we had more. Okay, that's going to make our ascent a bit tricky, but it should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, 11,000. We should be fine. Okay, I thought we had more monopropellant than we did. We apparently do not have a lot of monopropellant. Okay. Cool. I guess I was so used to yesterday, or, you know, last episode, where we had that lander, and that had, like, so much monopropellant. But not here, we do not have a lot. And it looks like here we're going to have to burn quite a bit of Delta V. A bit more than my charts, actually, initially said. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's Dres. Hold on, I was looking at Dres. Okay, Eeloo. Okay, no, still, it is fine. It's a lot more Delta V than my chart says, though. 2,224 to just capture? That doesn't seem right. Still, that's way more than I thought it would be. I'm now worried, because I checked my chart and it says it only takes 1370 to capture and then 620 to land. Then again, that doesn't make sense because Dres takes 1290 and Dres is a lot closer. That's a bit of a problem. So it seems like my chart might be wrong. Which, if that's the case, we may not be able to do Eeloo. We may just have to do a flyby and return home. Which is a bummer. But it seems like that's my Delta V calculation. Because, yeah, I thought... the calculations, they aren't right. They don't seem right, at least to me. Maybe if we did some gravity assist, we could have lowered that. I mean, definitely, yeah, if we did the gravity assist, we could lower this. If we did a couple flybys at Eeloo, like if we check our orbit after this encounter, what that does is that takes our apoapsis, puts it a bit higher, and gives us a little boost. If we did enough of these flybys, we could potentially get capture for a bit easier. But that's going to be a lot of flybys later. I'm going to add a maneuver here. We're just going to do the basic capture. So, for the Delta V we have, we could do this. So, 2,000... Not what Kerbal Engineer says up top. But with the Delta V we have, we could do that. That would be our capture, and that would bring our orbit up to here. If we then used a bit of the lander's fuel, we could then successfully capture into a circular orbit. Okay, let's point ourselves to the maneuver. Yeah, my chart is just completely off. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. But now you need a lot more Delta V to capture around Eeloo than my chart says. I mean, I should have figured something was up when it offered us a similar amount to Dres, but I mean, I wasn't exactly looking at Dres and Eeloo at the same time when looking at the Delta V calculations. I was just looking at Eeloo and being like, okay, yep, that's enough. Okay, now we're within range to do some science. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Could be that speck right there. I mean, it'll be kind of small. Oh, there it is. I see something. There's a, see that right there? That's gotta be it. It's kind of hard to tell because it's white like everything else. But anyway, we can go ahead and run some science. We can go ahead and observe the mystery gill. High over Eeloo. We can run the gravity scanner. High over Eeloo's Fragipan. The surface appears to be smooth. There are fluctuations under the surface of the planet. Instrument reads 0. As if we're in a vacuum. Let's do a crew report. You search the sky for other nearby planets. You think Eeloo must be lonely out here by itself. Maybe we should pay it a visit and cheer it up a bit. Pay it a visit and cheer it up a bit. Yeah, we're going to get our scientists to go on EVA. And we will do a report. Okay. And we'll go ahead and take all the experiments. And we're going to go and grab more experiments from over here. We can even run this experiment. Do the wing nut in space. Nice. Okay. That's the same exact thing as usual. Wait, we actually have some science inside here. Hold on, if I could let's jettison both shrouds. So we're gonna press 8. Oh, that's not good. But that's actually fine. That's not good, but also it's fine. See you later, radar dish. Not like we needed it anyway. Didn't even get a signal in the first place. Okay, so we're gonna run the magnetometer. Run the magnemometer. I can just click the surface module. Okay. Okay, take all the other data, and then we will run all that manually. Cannot do while the part is shielded. Okay. Shroud. This is the service module. It's not stowed. Okay, what about the science? Okay, we can at least conduct a material study. Okay. High radiation environment. Okay, keep that. Nope, apparently it's not working. Okay. Yeah, I deployed this thing. Oh well, we don't need magnetometer reports anyway. And yeah, I'll have to collect that, which I don't know if that's possible by the Kerbal, but we'll figure it out. We'll grab that when we get a bit closer to Eeloo. Okay, so let's warp to about here. Give us enough time to get closer. Okay, and there we are. Now we can see Eeloo. So now I'm pretty sure it's gonna still be space high above Eeloo. Yeah, and we're going to initiate our burn. See if we can't do it. But if we can't, we're going to be dropping the lander and leaving. I mean, there's really no point to drop the lander if we're just going to do a flyby, so yeah. I mean, we could land, like, somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where else we could land. If we could do another orbit and get an encounter with Jewel, we could go for, like, land on, like, Paul or Bop. But, yeah. Looks like Eeloo's off the cards for now. As, yeah, that Delta V requirement is very steep. So again, I'll just create another quick save just in case we end up having to do a flyby. And we can't actually capture. Which I don't think we'll be able to. Doesn't seem like that's going to be a possibility. But we're gonna start the burn anyway. Just in case luck is on our side. As you can see, our orbit is being twisted. There's our orbit. And yeah, as you can see, that is nowhere near Eeloo capture. So unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to this planet because, yeah. I mean, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could even get Kerbal stuck on the surface. Because yeah, we don't even have enough Delta V to get into an orbit, I don't believe. I mean, maybe. Maybe we just got enough. No, we don't. There we go. That's the limit to our burn right there. And we would have to use the lander for the other 309, and then it doesn't have enough for the landing unless I guess we could use the ascent stage to land. But to be honest, I'd really rather these Kerbals go home. I mean, this is pretty similar to like the Apollo gosh, which one was it? Where it was like a lunar flyby? I'll Google it. But yeah, this will be like the flyby where they just kind of, you know, went on by and, you know, didn't stay. They didn't stay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and warp nice and close to the surface and get our science done. And yeah, we'll leave the lander because we'll probably end up landing somewhere. I don't know. Actually, we'll probably end up getting rid of it. Although I guess I can show you guys that cool rover deployment. I just don't want it to all be stuck in space, so that I'll probably end up showing that on the way back home to Kerbin. Okay, so I think we are low enough over Eeloo now where we can observe the goo, and it'd be low. Yet they're near Eeloo. We got the low, log gravity. There are fluctuations under the surface. Log pressure. Instant read 0 in the vacuum. And then log temperature. Or temperature data from the environment. And then a crew report. Yeah, the same exact thing. Okay. Scientists go on EVA. Take all the data. Perform that EVA science. Very riskily. While floating away from your ship. And also skimming across the surface of Eeloo. I would suggest getting back to your ship. And yeah, we can't use the other thing, but we can do the Science Junior. Oh, there it's covered up again. That's odd. Come on, you're not close enough to it. Quickly, we're getting further away from Eeloo. Eeloo No, give me this. Give me the science. Give me the science, Junior. No. Ah, whatever. Whatever. We're not getting it. I just want to take these out, and then we'll get back in the thing. Won't get to deploy any of those things, and there we go. We are well off away from Eeloo. We will be back, Eeloo. We will be back. No, that's the fuel tanks. No, where's the science? There we go. Yeah, that's probably why the magnetometer won't work, because it's like a temporary thing for annoyingly reasons. There we go. Collect data, restore. Okay, run it again. What will it be? Be near Eeloo? Nope, high over Eeloo. Okay. Well, we tried. 14 experiments? Not like we need them anyways, but I don't know. No need to have. And yeah, we'll go ahead and set our course back for Kerbal or some other planet, I'm not sure. Okay. So, as we leave Eeloo, very sad day here. I think we could probably set a course at Apoapsis to encounter Kerbal. We have a lot of Delta V. We probably can do it. There we go. That is going to be a very... I mean, yeah, we could probably force an encounter. I mean, that's very inefficient to, like, cross over like that. But that also gives us our encounter. We could totally get that encounter. The speed of re-entry, I'm not sure what that'll be, but we do have a heat shield and it has full ablator. So I'm sure as long as we get I'm sure as long as we graze the atmosphere, very fine, we should be okay. You know, graze it at like 50 or 40. 40 probably be best. And that way we just get barely captured, and then we do several aero breaks down. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't blow up the heat shield. If it does, then yeah, we'll have to rethink this encounter and a lot of things. We'll have to rethink a lot of things. But there we go. We got the Delta V to do that maneuver. It's going to take them a while to get back home. But you know, at least we did an Eeloo flyby. And yeah, we'll definitely be preparing another Eeloo mission. You win this time, Eeloo. But mark my words, you are not gonna win a second time. Start burn in a year and 115 days? Oh, whoa. Is that how long it's gonna take us to coast up to our Apoapsis? Oh gosh, coast up to that Apoapsis? Yeah, look how inclined Eeloo is. That's another reason that it takes so much fuel to get to, is look at that big ol' inclination. And look how eccentric it is, too. So yeah, we'll get to this maneuver, we'll do that burn, and then, yeah, we'll set up the alarm, and then, yeah, next time, we'll probably do a quick thing on the Mun base. You know, get those escape pods there. But I feel like that might not be the entire episode. I might be able to squeeze another thing, maybe a rover or something. Who knows? Maybe we could even do, like, a relay network, because it would be nice to actually have a relay all the way out to this far. Like, we are getting no connections. Maybe sending some relays to Jewel would be good. Yeah, because we are not getting a relay. Yeah, we're getting a link to Drez, and then, yeah, if we get more powerful relays on Drez, we could ping that to Jewel, and then ping that to Eeloo, and then ping that. Yeah, so better relays, I think, would be a good idea. Better relays would definitely not go amiss. Everybody do the engine wiggle. I mean, they don't seem too upset. I mean, yeah, several year journey and you don't even get to land. I mean, I'm sure it's just like what the Apollo 10 astronauts have felt. I mean, granted it wasn't several years, but same kind of thing. 3-day journey, you don't get to land. Or, like, whatever one was just a flyby. Because I'm sure there was an Apollo mission where it was a flyby, no lunar orbit capture, right? That exists. I'm not sure. Because Apollo 10, they at least captured into orbit. So, yeah. Anyways, almost done with that burn. There we go. Gonna cut that off just so we can, well, fine-tune it. We'll just do that adjustment when we get a little closer to Kerbal, and we'll adjust that into its atmosphere. But at least we have an encounter. So, that'll be in 2 years and 290 days. I wish we could see how fast we're going. Yeah, it's not really telling us our speed. But we're also capturing in a retrograde direction, which we can change that. We can easily change that. But there we go. Back home we go. Very sad. I guess I'll show you the rover deploy mechanism. I will make a quick save because we will just revert it. But I think in here is the rover deploy mechanism. Because, yeah, if on our other mission, I'm probably not going to do an Apollo style. Because, yeah, I mean, I cram this thing full of as much Delta V as possible in order to do this mission. So, the fact that it's not enough means, well, we're going to need a bigger rocket. So, if I unlock this, locked, no. And then I have to go into the middle of the rover, and there's another hinge that I have to unlock. No, don't lock. You, don't unlock. Whatever, I'm just going to deploy it. There's one more hinge, but I can't find it. Okay, here we go. And play. So there it goes, opens up. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta unlock this. Oh no, there we go. It's unlocked. There it goes, look at it. That's the rover mechanism that was going to work on the surface Eeloo. That was the rover we were going to place on the surface of Eeloo. The design is similar to a design by Shadow Zone, which I will link in the description. But yeah, unfortunately we won't be using that because Delta V problems. I mean, I'd rather it be like this versus like getting the Kerbal stuck on the surface. And I mean, even if we got him stuck on the surface, we wouldn't be able to use the rover anyway because we would have had to land with the ascent stage. Also, we would have to sacrifice the Kerbal in the command pod. So, this is a better way of doing it. Actually, yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. I had an original design where it folded in the middle. But this one doesn't. And then, boop, off it goes. Go boop. Give it a minute, and then it's gonna, there it goes. There's the deployment. Bye, rover. Goodbye. You're space junk now. And then we would just close the hatch, and then everything goes back to normal. Bye, rover. And they give it a bit more Delta V. But we're going to be keeping the rover in there, because I don't want it to be space junk. I'd rather it burn up in the atmosphere than wander the solar system for all eternity. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for new videos, have a great day, get rest of your day. My cat wants me to feed him. Yes, I will feed you. And, yeah, next time we will be doing some stuff with the Mun base. We'll get them an extra escape pod. And then we'll probably even get them a nice rover as well. Maybe one that has enough range so they can go check out that Mun arch. That'd be quite fun. Anyways, see you guys then. Goodbye.